Hi guys, welcome back. We're just down to 2 classes left. So for today, what I wanted to do is share some of the projects that I've been working on. As you can see, I got quite a few drawings already opened up. Um, Here's a drawing that I downloaded. I can't really remember how I came across this drawing. It was from a website where you can actually share CAD files. My only word of advice to you, if you decide to do that, is just to make sure that your internet security is up to par and up to snuff. Whenever you download a file, just make sure that you scan it with your antivirus software before you even open it. Once you download it, right-click on it. Open up your file explorer. Right-click on the download, and you'll have an option of scan for viruses. So, without further ado, here's a drawing of a spaceship that I downloaded quite a while ago. As you can see, it's quite detailed. These are just basically liters. So the easiest way to do a liter, you could just type in liter, return, and it'll ask you for a start point. You could have snap on or off, doesn't matter. And then you have your liter started. And then it's going to ask you specify first vertex. Basically what that means is asking you for your next point. You click. Now if that's all you want to do, you hit return. Now it's asking you specify text, so you can type in whatever you want. Then hit return one more time. That's how you do a liter. A liter is just basically text with an arrow on it, and it's a real good way to communicate to the viewer of the drawing what certain things are. And this drawing is a good example of the use of liters. They're all over the place, obviously. Now you'll notice this liter is a different color because it was created on a different layer. The match properties command or the properties painter will take care of that for you. I'll do it again. Now everything's the same color, the arrows are the same size, and the text is all the same size. So there's lots of liters in this drawing. Off to the side here is what we could like to call annotation. Just text within a drawing. And it's just describing everything you want to know about the spaceship. The fictional spaceship. If I click on here, it's going to take me into the paper space layout. This is what the drawing looks like when it's printed. I actually downloaded this and I printed it in a size D format. It made a really cool poster. One of my daughters had this in her room, but I thought I'd show this to you. Next drawing I have here is a drawing that I've been working on for a shed for my backyard. I haven't built it yet. Time and money are two things that I never have at the same time. But this has been a pipeline project, a dream project for me. And I hope to be able to build it someday. If you look at this, you'll notice there's quite a few elements here. And it looks like I actually drew the roof. This isn't a hatch. Best way to figure out what something is to click on it and then click list or type in list. return. And it's going to tell you everything you want to know about what you clicked on. And just as I thought, it's just a bunch of lines. That's really not an efficient way to create this in a drawing. There's actually a hatch style that could have been used. And then what we have here, I believe this is a block. Yep, it is a block, and it is a deciduous tree. It's an elevation of a tree. Pretty cool. Sometimes in your drawings you'll put blocks like this in here just to give your drawing a real realistic effect. Kind of looks cool. Here you're looking at different views of the shed. Obviously, as it says here, this is a foundation layout. It's 9 piers supporting beams going across, and then there's a girder system. And this subfloor is actually secured on top of this. And here's the stud wall framework that goes above it. I have 2 sections drawn here. This one shows the windows. If you look here in this detail A view, this is called a target, and it's basically showing you in an architectural drawing, this is showing you that there's a section view and it's a slice of the building, and that's what this drawing is over here. There's 2 of them. One section is going through the windows and the other one is just showing the walls. This view here is a floor plan view, which is just basically showing the basic shed and the decking or porch or patio that's in front of it. This tells the builder that there's a window here. And this will show the builder that this is a door. And this is the roof plan view. As you can see, I have a vertical section available, and I have that over here. This is a slice through the building. Here's my window here. It's a nice little flower box in front of the window. I actually plan on using a roof truss system. These are plates which are used to attach the frame members to make a truss. These typically are made out of steel. And here's the individual parts. Here's another section view showing the same building. However, this is going to show some details of what's going on inside the shed. This would be a view looking into the shed as you cross into this doorway. As you can see, I plan on having a bench. This shed will mainly be used for gardening and just general yard maintenance, home maintenance. I plan on storing a lawnmower and some other tools that don't need to be in the garage. This is a drawing I've been working on for quite a while. Oh, here are some blocks I've downloaded. Again, when you download blocks, make sure you check them with your antivirus first before opening. This shows you different kinds of trees. If you look at these 2 here, these 2 are actually the same tree. One is an elevation, the other one's a plan view. Let's see what the paper spaces look like. Okay, so the first page shows the 2 elevations, the plan view and the roof plan. Next sheet showing the framing details. I can tell you there's still quite a bit of work that needs to be done here. There's a lot of details missing. Remember, this is just a tool shed. Here's a nice little drawing that I did. Basically, it's showing some details of how this shed is actually built. Here's another drawing that I've been working on. Believe it or not, even though I draw at work every day, all day, I still like to come home and draw. And just to do projects, this is something I've been working on for fun. I actually have a 3D version of this drawing that I've been working on with SketchUp. That has been an ongoing project. This is basically the plan view of the entire house. It's a one-story house. It does have a loft above the garage area. That hasn't been drawn yet. This is basically the basement plan view. Not quite completed yet. This is the roof plan view, and it's also shown what direction north would be. And here is the west elevation. Now, some of you that have a good eye for drawing probably have already noticed that the porch is missing from this elevation. That is a work in progress. Another view of the house. And as you can see, I started drawing this elevation, and I took a break from this drawing. This house has a complicated roofline system, as you can see. It's going to take a little bit of work to verify that the roof lines are accurate. Not much has been done in paper space yet. Here's another drawing. This is a drawing that I've been working on for quite a while. And this is going to be my wife's new kitchen. This is a design that we've been working on for a little while. There's some challenges involved in trying to create extra space, basically extra storage space. This is the current configuration of our kitchen. It's just an L-shaped kitchen. The refrigerator is all the way over here in this corner. This is our dining room, and this is our living room. So, you're watching a baseball game and you get up for a soda, you have to walk all the way into here. This right here represents an island. We currently have a table in this spot. It works pretty well. So, currently this is a design that we're working on. Notice the refrigerator has been moved over here. I haven't quite finalized what the size of that refrigerator will be. These symbols here can tells you what elevation to look for to see what this looks like as you're standing in front of it. We come over here to elevation A. This is what you would see if you were standing in front of here. If you were standing here and looking this way. This is the wall where the sink is. The refrigerator used to be here. This is a new elevation that is going to be going here. It's going to create a couple things for us. More storage and a little desk area. This is where I will probably be sitting in the future making videos for YouTube. We had a couple design variations that we were looking at. And I think my wife chose to go with this. Or did she decide to go with this? She definitely did not like this one. And definitely not that one. But I have a feeling she wants this one. Over here, all the way over here, has some section. And these are obviously older versions because there's no account, it's not accounting for the refrigerator that's going over here. In fact, this section still assumes the refrigerator is over here. Let's check out the paper spaces. This viewport is only showing the latest version of the kitchen. And as you saw earlier in model space, there's several versions in the drawing, but the sheet is only showing this version. And you'll notice all these tabs have different names on them. This is very helpful. It helps you or anybody else who's looking at your drawing navigate through it to find the detail that they're looking for. Here's a drawing I did quite a while ago. It is going to be a drawing of a motorcycle engine. It's a V-twin. And this is what we like to call descriptive geometry. Trying to lay out the cycle of a piston as it goes through the combustion process. You can kind of see it if you follow this view and then this view. If you look at it carefully, you can almost see these pistons going up and down in the cylinder. This took hours to do. This circle here represents the center line of the crankshaft, which is running basically in the same plane that your eyes are looking at the drawing. Again, this is a doodle I did for fun. These are drawings of toy cars that I've made in the past. What's going on here is I start out with a drawing of the car, and then I draw the individual parts. And then this is the template that was actually printed and used to create the toy. This is a new one I've created recently. Here's another toy car that I've been building for a while. Basically, the way I work is I start out with a sketch, a concept, and I keep working downward. And most of the work has been done already, so you kind of notice these all look the same. But when I first started out, I'll start out with an idea, and then I'll copy it, kind of like this. Alright, I'll try this again. Because if you ever want to make changes to a design, it's always best to keep a copy of the version you started out with. So that's usually how I work. Here's a good example of it right here. This is the car that you saw over here. and I'm designing a variation to it. You can probably guess what it is. It's no longer a convertible. This area here is showing an exploded view of the car, and these were printed out to make templates of the actual parts. The car is basically made by taking two of these and gluing it to one of these and adding wheels and a seat. Here's a design that's going down in the pipeline. I'll be building these pretty soon. And last but not least, here's another drawing that I've been working on. Yep, it's another house. Now this one actually started out as a 3D model that I downloaded. What I wanted to do was to practice my drawing skills by drawing a set of prints, a set of plans that a contractor can actually use to build the house. Again, as I said before, I encourage all of you guys to just keep on practicing and try to draw different things. And I'll see you guys next week. Thank you.